Hey, I'm outside my sister's place. There's a baby sleeping inside, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit more subdued than I usually am. And if you wait till the end of the video, I'll introduce the kid to you. 2 weeks ago, I made a video called We're Losing, and we were. We spent the first half of September in a rut, and I thought 2 weeks was scary long for McCain's convention bounce to last. The state-by-state and the national polling were all moving away from Obama toward McCain. We were losing. The day after I put up that video, the trend started moving in the other direction. The national polls are now posting 5 or 6 point leads, and many states have moved back toward Obama as well. Colorado has turned around. Michigan is now a deeper blue than the borderline that it was before. Virginia is back up to a dead heat. On the other hand, Ohio is still on the red side, and we have a smaller lead in Minnesota than before. That was winnowed away a bit. So we're not winning everything, but the wind has been blowing to the left for the last 2 weeks, and with only 5 weeks until the election, that is a very big trend. Now, why is it happening? Well, Sarah Palin is the biggest reason, and that's not a guess. Her favorability ratings have dropped like a stone in the last 18 days, as a very good convention speech got eclipsed by comically bad interviews that show how very little she knows about the business she's in. Katie Couric asked her what increased regulation John McCain has ever fought for, and she couldn't think of anything. John McCain's most famous piece of legislation ever is the McCain-Feingold campaign finance reform. It took him 7 years to get that passed. Any professional would have thought of that. So Palin's incompetence is the top reason for this trend. And to exacerbate that, the vice presidential debate is on Thursday. Now, you've heard me say before that low expectations are a good thing because they're easier to beat. You want people to expect not too much of you, but that's only true if you're not genuinely incompetent, which she probably is. I mean, did you notice Tina Fey's impersonation of her on Saturday Night Live used direct quotes from the real interview she gave to Katie Couric, and people laughed at those quotes as if they were intentional jokes. So there is a potential to save herself at the debate, but it's more likely going to make it worse. Now, John McCain hasn't been helping either. He really likes these dramatic stunts that he's pulling. He's always looking for that thing that he can do that will embody this image that he has of himself as a game changer. He wants people to say, you know, that's so crazy that it just might work. But he keeps doing things that are crazy and don't work, like pretending he was going to go to Washington and save the economy, and then that he wouldn't come to any of the debates until he was finished saving the economy. I mean, that is a stupid gamble. He would have gained a little bit of cred if it had worked out, but he had more to lose for looking like a melodramatic diva who doesn't keep his word. The next time McCain cries wolf, the media might not even turn their head. So McCain's manufactured dramatics have helped us gain ground. Also, the debate itself helped. I thought that both candidates looked pretty competent on that stage. Good, you know, having a debate of men and not children, that's good. But a draw between them is bad for McCain in this sense. Obama has been running on the idea that McCain is wrong on the issues, but not crazy or stupid or incompetent, just wrong on the issues. McCain has been running on the idea that Obama is not just wrong, he's wrong, but he's also inept and uniquely incapable of acting as president. Well, if they both look equally good and presidential, that means McCain's argument is undermined. And in fact, as I say these words, there's a new headline from the Rasmussen polling organization. It says, Obama gets post-debate boost in voter trust on all issues. That's a big statement, all issues. The final factor in this trend toward the Obama and left-wing side is this horrible economic situation. This is better for Obama because people think Democrats care more about the economic status of regular people. I'm skeptical that either side in Congress is going to do something really good for regular people on this bailout issue, but it does give the Democrats that are running an electoral edge. I think because people have a distant memory of FDR repairing the economy, and a more recent memory that in the last 30 years, we only had a surplus under Bill Clinton. The other presidents, the Republican presidents, gave us deficits. So an economic disaster gives Democrats a slight edge. Yay. I mean, we lose more in that than we gain. It's a horrible thing. Here's the last thing I'm going to talk about. This recent left turn in the polls with only 5 weeks to go is helping a lot of races in Congress as well. And that's important to know because the Senate will have a very different makeup depending on how this goes. In Oregon and North Carolina, the Democratic Senate challengers have suddenly gone from losing the race to winning the race. So that will probably bring us 1 or 2 more Senate seats. And in Kentucky, Mitch McConnell, the Senate Republican leader, the most powerful Republican in the Senate, is now in a very close race with a minor, little-known Democratic challenger named Bruce Lunsford. That is very exciting. If we win that race, it would be the chess equivalent of pawn captures queen. I'll put a link in the sidebar if you want to donate to that important race. I'm going to chip in $20. So that's it. If you are an Obama fan, you are winning. Things can still change, but as the big day gets closer, the little advantages we have become much more significant. Thanks. Hey.
Obama. Obama.
Obama.
Obama. Obama. Obama.